Today's Madison College Challenge info session. We're going to share about the Madison College Challenge, how you can participate, what you need to know. And then we'll also have Brian Lee, one of our entrepreneurs in residence, sharing some tips and advice for those who will be participating. So I'm Kelsey Wenzel, event coordinator in the Entrepreneurship Center at Madison College. I've been helping coordinate the Madison College Challenge for the last handful of years. So if you have any questions or need guidance or anything like that, feel free to reach out to me or anybody from our team because we are more than happy to help assist you. So Kristen, do you just want to give a little short intro, and then Brian as well?
Sure. Hello, everyone. My name is Kristen Gebhardt, and I also work for the Center for Entrepreneurship at Madison College. And I'm helping Kelsey with some of the behind the scenes things that go on here with the Madison College Challenge. And I also teach credit classes, do customized training, and also teach non-credit classes, a lot of it around the small business program. So I'm excited to be here.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Lee. I'm one of the entrepreneurs in residence. I am an entrepreneur too. I run 5 businesses, and I love working with students and imparting all my knowledge and experience. And I also teach social media marketing in the Department of Continuing Education.
Great, thank you. All right, so as I mentioned, I will cover just a few or quite a bit of logistics about the Madison College Challenge. Feel free to ask any questions as we go along or add them in the chat, and we'll get those answered. So who can participate in the Madison College Challenge? So anybody who has taken a credit or non-credit course in the last 2 years is able to participate. If you are a college employee, you are not able to participate. Or if you're a previous finalist of the Madison College Challenge, you are also not able to participate. The challenge is open to anyone as an individual or who is a team, and we welcome any business idea. So really any product, any idea, if you're, no matter what stage of the business you're in, maybe you have a product that you think is going to be the next best thing, that's awesome. We want to work with you. Maybe you have a service that you want to provide, then that's awesome as well. So you will be a perfect fit for the Madison College Challenge. If you're in the idea stage, great. If you are a little further along and you're ready to launch your business, you're also in the perfect spot. So the Madison College Challenge is for the creation of new businesses. And if you are entering with an existing business, that is fine as long as your annual gross sales are less than $10,000 a year. So if you're able to participate, if you meet those requirements, the next step would be how to enter, and you can do that by submitting a 1-page summary or a 3-minute video or less describing what your business is. So let us know your vision, your goals, or any progress that you've made so far. Anything that you want to share with us about your business is very helpful as we get to do a little research and get to know you before we meet with you. So once you have your summary or video created, please send us a copy of that to our Madison College Challenge email, which is listed on the slide. And then the deadline for this is typically in February. So we do have the dates for this year listed on our website. So you can go ahead to our website to take a look at those dates. And one thing that we really want to encourage is for anybody who is interested, please submit your submissions sooner rather than later. It's only for you to take advantage of. So you get more coaching sessions. Your coach, your EIR coach, will be able to get to know you and your business more because you'll be able to meet with them a little bit more between now and March when we select our finalists. So again, we encourage you to send us your submissions sooner rather than later. So kind of the next steps after you submit your summary to us. Once we receive your entry, we will pair you up with one of our entrepreneurs in residence, or we call them EIRs, who will help coach you through those next steps as you prepare for your in-person pitch later in May, if you are selected as one of the finalists. So with that, we have 3 entrepreneurs in residence at this time who are those coaches for you. And like I said, they'll help with your next steps and kind of help prepare you. Maybe you have a product or you have an idea, but you just aren't sure which direction to go with it. Our coaches do a really awesome job at helping you kind of steer you in the right direction and prepare you. And then in early March, we select our finalists to move on to the final round. So the finalists that are selected are based off of the feedback that we receive from our entrepreneurs and resident coaches. So they let us know what your current state of business is, kind of your overall progress that you've made, and then they provide us with any feedback that they would like to give to us. I just want to let you guys know that if you aren't selected as one of the finalists and you do enter into the challenge, it doesn't mean we don't like your business or we don't like your idea or anything like that. Sometimes some students just need a little bit more time to work on their idea, to kind of filter out some questions that they aren't really sure of. And then you can participate again next year. So we don't want you to feel discouraged if you aren't selected as a finalist. You're more than welcome to continue coaching with those coaches if you need to. And unfortunately, a lot of times we do have to filter out some people because not everybody can be a finalist. So we pick our top students, but we encourage you all to continue your entrepreneurial journey. Okay, so if you are selected as a finalist, here are kind of the next steps that you can kind of see for the upcoming months. So the selected finalists will continue their coaching sessions with your EIRs. You will likely be meeting with these coaches a little bit more frequently than you might be right now. That's just to help prepare you and get you ready for the final pitch. You will also be required to attend a virtual boot camp to help prepare you. We have different entrepreneurs and residents joining us each week, as well as some of the faculty at Madison College sharing some advice for you to help you prepare for that pitch. And then last step, and like the most exciting step, would be pitching your business to a panel of judges on May 7th. And the exciting part about that is that's where you have your chance to win a cash prize. So a little bit about the in-person pitch. If you are selected as one of those finalists, that typically happens in early May at the Madison College 2X campus. It's usually in the morning, and each finalist will have 5 minutes to pitch their business concept with 5 minutes of Q&A from judges. A cool thing about the judges that we select are they're usually representatives from our sponsors. So in the past, we've had judges from Summit Credit Union, Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation, Madison Gas and Electric, Findorf, and a few others as well. So it's pretty cool to be able to have the opportunity to pitch in front of some of our external partners because you never know what connections they might have as well as our internal partners. All right, so kind of a lot of information kind of quickly thrown out there. Those are just kind of the logistics of the Madison College Challenge. All dates and information are listed on our website, which is posted on the slide. And then feel free to reach out to us at any point if you have any questions and want to get some answers to anything. Feel free to reach out to us and somebody from our team will get back to you at the email listed on this slide as well. Again, the next steps for you, if you are eligible, would be to submit your one-page summary or your short video to us. And then from then on, Kristen and I will kind of be reaching out over the next few months to help make sure that you're on track and guiding you through those next steps. We do send emails out to all finalists and non-finalists, so we let you know if you are selected or not in March. So we will keep in contact until then. And then you'll also be meeting with your entrepreneur and resident coaches as well. So with that, I'm going to hand it off to Brian. Kristen, if you want to do a little intro, you can.
Well, I was just going to say, just to expand on what you said, Kelsey, about if someone doesn't make it to the final stages, doesn't mean that we're not totally interested in their business idea, that maybe they still need a little bit more work on what that is. And that doesn't mean that you cannot receive coaching from one of our entrepreneurs in residence. So it's not just for the Madison College Challenge. We actually have students working with our EARs throughout the entire year. So maybe you just need a little bit more additional help. And like Kelsey said, then you can try again the next year. And we've had students do that. So that's all I really wanted to add. And Brian has tons of experience working with students, so he can give you some really good advice and tips. So that's all I have.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to take over. Okay, Kelsey, is that okay?
Yeah, that sounds good. I can stop sharing here too.
Can you see this okay?
Yes.
Great. Well, hi, everyone. So I have been working with students for the past 4 years within the Madison College Challenge, and I've taken all that knowledge and distilled it down to these basically 3 slides here. So this is really the main slide for today. I cannot stress this enough that you need to start early. From the start of the school year, we're basically in phase 1, in which students are working on their executive summary for their business idea. And then, as Kelsey mentioned, judges will review those executive summaries in early March and determine who makes it to the final round. And while you may think that this executive summary is just a short document, and we will provide you a template to fill out, it will take you quite some time to think about all the different sections, including finance, marketing, competitors, customers, etc. In some cases, you might be waiting for others to get you some information, and that adds to the time involved. For example, you're looking to schedule a meeting with someone, but it takes a few weeks to see them. So the point is, don't hesitate. If you are thinking of entering this competition, you should do so as soon as possible so you can start working with one of the entrepreneurs in residence right away. Next, research. So once you do get accepted into the challenge, you will be assigned to work with one of us, and we're going to make you do a lot of research. At this point in the competition, you've likely developed a business idea with some kind of thought to how it could exist, but we're going to make you go further than that. So, for instance, you will need to start thinking about the marketplace, what other competitors are out there, who exactly are your customers, how much you could charge, what are your costs, and how you will promote your product or service. See, that's a lot of things to think about just on those things I listed. The whole point is that you need to have a well thought out business idea. This is a serious competition that's beyond just an idea on a napkin. The judges will want to see that you fleshed it out a bit and that your business idea is indeed viable, and that requires research to do. Next. So flexibility is another key here. Many times entrepreneurs come up with an idea that turns out to be a not so good idea for a variety of reasons. It doesn't solve a big enough problem. There's not a market for it. There's already too many similar products out there. And yet I see entrepreneurs keep going forward, and they invariably end up wasting a lot of time and effort. And we certainly don't want that. So I want to make sure that as you do your research, that you're able and willing to adjust your business idea according to what you learned. So you may be thinking you're going to be working with, let's say, college-age adults, but instead you pivot and end up focusing on working with senior citizens. I know that's an extreme example, but we do see some course corrections in some cases as students progress in the challenge, and that's certainly okay. There will be, changes, enhancements, updates, et cetera, to your business idea. And again, the whole purpose is to make it viable. For resources, I want to make sure that you all take advantage of the resources that are available to you. Number one, that does mean working with one of the entrepreneurs in residence, or you can work with others as well. We are here to help guide you, as we are a wealth of knowledge and we are really well connected. So if there's something that you need help with and that we can't help you with it, we probably know someone who does, and we will point you in the right direction. There are also other resources. As students of Madison College, you all have access to extensive databases that would otherwise cost a lot of money, but are included in your tuition. Make sure to also talk to other experts in the field that you're looking to go into. Madison College is full of instructors that are deep in knowledge in many, many different industries. I'm sure many of them would be willing to answer your questions. Last, remember what this challenge is about. This isn't just another class project. This is you building out a business. It's very exciting. It means you should be passionate about working on your executive summary and doing all this research. What I'm trying to say is that no one from the Center for Entrepreneurship is going to force you to do anything. It's really incumbent on you to be responsible and proactive enough to keep working on this and moving forward. We know you're taking classes. Some of you may also have part-time jobs, but that's just the reality of how things go in the world of entrepreneurship. So again, keep the end goal in mind. You always have all of us here on this call to lean on. We are your support network. This is your business. I know I talk very quickly. I'm happy to go over any of these points again if anyone on this call has questions. And feel free to email me outside of this call. I'm happy to address any of them. Otherwise, thank you for your time.